Today, we're diving into a huge challenge. How do you structure your organization for real, sustainable growth? We're going to break down part 5 of the TLSBlue framework to see exactly how it proposes to get that done. So let's kick things off with a question that I'm sure keeps a lot of leaders up at night. Why do so many brilliant, well-thought-out growth strategies just fail? Well, it turns out the answer usually isn't a bad strategy. It's a bad structure, an organization that's just not designed to actually execute on its own vision. All right, so here's our game plan for digging into the TLSBlue solution. We'll start with the core structural change, then get into its mission and how it turns big ideas into real action. From there, we'll check out the financial thinking behind it, its unique approach to talent, and finally, how it all clicks together into one powerful system. Okay, first up, strategic structure. This is all about building that critical bridge between the high-level vision and the day-to-day work that actually makes things happen. And right at the very center of this new structure is a really powerful new component, the strategy unit. You can think of it as the strategic heartbeat of the company, working hand in glove with the CEO and the board to really drive things forward. So what is it really? Well, you can think of this unit as a kind of translator. It takes those big, bold ideas from the leadership team and makes them tangible, makes them real for the rest of the company. Its whole job is to keep the organization nimble and always looking for growth, not just putting out fires. So, what's this unit's actual mission? Section 2 lays it out perfectly. It's all about charting new pathways into completely untapped markets. And what does this unit actually do all day? Well, its main job is to shake things up, to challenge the status quo. It uses powerful ideas like blue ocean strategy to discover totally new markets, and the theory of constraints, which is all about finding the one big bottleneck holding everything back, to understand the system's real limits. Ultimately, its job is to be the company's trailblazer. Now, blue ocean strategy, this idea is a total game changer. Instead of fighting tooth and nail with competitors in a bloody red ocean over the same customers, the goal is to create a brand new, uncontested blue ocean of market space. Basically, you make the competition irrelevant, and that's absolutely fundamental to what the strategy unit is all about. This brings us to a super practical point in Section 3, from vision to action. You know, having a brilliant idea is one thing, but turning it into a successful project, that's a whole other ballgame. And this is where the framework gets really concrete. And here we see this incredibly clear, disciplined pathway. The strategy unit takes those big visionary goals, translates them into real-world initiatives, frames them up as specific projects that cut across different teams, and then uses a very particular method to make sure they actually get done. And that method is Critical Chain Project Management, or CCPM. Now, unlike traditional methods that are just obsessed with task deadlines, CCPM is obsessed with managing the real constraints, like people's time and the safety buffers we all build into projects. The result? Projects get done faster and way more reliably. Okay, Section 4 introduces a massive shift in thinking, throughput accounting. And trust me, this isn't just about a new kind of spreadsheet. It's like giving the entire organization a brand new financial compass. And the difference here is just night and day. Traditional accounting is often laser-focused on cutting costs, right? But sometimes that can actually hurt your ability to grow. Throughput accounting completely flips that script. It focuses on one thing, maximizing the whole system's ability to generate value, what it calls throughput. So every single decision gets weighed against one simple question. Does this help us generate more value in the long run? So the bottom line is this. When you adopt this value-focused perspective, the entire organization naturally starts making smarter, more strategic decisions that are all pointed toward the real goal, which is sustained, profitable growth. But look, processes and finances, they're only part of the equation. And that brings us to Section 5, building future-ready talent. This is all about the people who are actually going to make that future a reality. I absolutely love this quote from the source material. It describes the strategy unit as the architect of the organization's future capabilities. I mean, what a powerful idea. This unit doesn't just plan projects. It is actively designing the workforce of tomorrow. So, how do they actually do it? Well, they're always looking ahead, asking, what skills are we going to need in 3, 5, even 10 years? Then they spot the gaps in the current team. They design the training to fill those gaps, and maybe most importantly, they help build a culture where everyone is constantly learning and getting better. It's about making the organization future-proof from the inside out. Okay, let's pull all these threads together now in our final section, a system for success. This is where we see how all these different pieces connect to create something that's way more powerful than the sum of its parts. And this right here is maybe the most important takeaway of all. This isn't a buffet of business tools where you can just pick and choose what you like. A TLSBlue organization is a living, breathing, dynamic system where every single part works together. And just look at what a complete system it is. You've got blue ocean strategy for finding new markets, the theory of constraints for understanding your limits. It pulls in principles from Lean and Six Sigma for efficiency and uses CCPM to execute. And guiding the whole thing is throughput accounting and a deep, deep focus on people and skills. It's a truly holistic framework. So at the end of the day, what does this all give you? What's the real payoff? It gives you a tough, resilient structure that's built to achieve growth and excellence, not in some perfect, predictable world, but in the real world, where the only thing you can count on is uncertainty. And all of that leaves us with one final, crucial question to ask yourself. Take a good, hard look at your own organization. Is its structure really, truly built to win the future? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.